Hello everyone, the MLG Skylander Man 360 here today, and today we are reacting to Venom vs. Shinichi Izumi. This is Marvel vs. Parasite. My history with Venom is kind of thin, either when I go back from playing the Lego Super Mario, from like watching the cartoons with Venom in it, or even playing the Lego game with him in it. Or even finding out that, for instance, in one of the Marvel universes, he fused with Eddie Brock, became Eddie Brock, and became a hero version of Venom. Another instance, there's Agent Venom. There's also the Marvel movies with Venom. Yeah, I'm one of those and all the things I've seen of continuities of him. The best I could say is, though, I know his weakness is basically loud sounds that actually hurts him. If he manages to attach onto you, you become a symbiotic host for him in order to function for his body. It's really interesting for an alien parasite. Now, Shinichi, I can't say much as I haven't seen Parasite in a long time. But I do remember what the premise was. It was more or less the aliens came and tried to take over host of the bodies that they possessed, and pretty much what happens is that these creatures mutate their bodies entirely. And oh my lord, is it creepy. Oh my gosh, when they tear their... Oh, god, when you think about it. The fact is, when the main protagonist of that show managed to keep his in his hand, which is actually very surprising. And of course, the parasite just died out. It never existed, and that's actually a shocker to me. But I will say, with a parasite, they are really fast, they're really skilled. It's like kinda in a way, it's like Dragon Ball fighting, so you really look at it, they are really fast, prominent attackers without any angles to attack them. But anyway, guys, without any further ado, let's begin the reaction. Also, this is made by Demon and Archer.
Aliens! Again for the fourth time this season. Our beings from far-off worlds most of the time come to Earth and invade us.
But sometimes a certain alien-like parasite comes down and fuses with a certain human, making them much more powerful than just a regular alien themselves. Just like these two regular people who now partner with an alien parasite.
Venom, Spider-Man's most famous enemy.
Oh, it
And
is the main
Shinichi
character.
Izumi, the regular high schooler with the parasite hand.
I'm Demon and he's Archer.
And it's our job to analyze these characters to their fullest, looking for their feats and faults to
Okay,
see what would happen
okay.
when these two fictional characters collide. Our story takes a world far from our own, where masked freaks run amok, sorcerers hide in the shadows, power-hungry tyrants force their influence for a complete domination, and gods walk among men.
New York City!
Meet Eddie Brock, an up-and-coming journalist who is about to make the biggest break of his career. And by that, I mean his career was literally about to break.
Brock published a story that incriminated a man to be a serial killer. It just so happened that Spider-Man caught the actual killer on the same day. And so Eddie was publicly shamed for fucking up on the job.
Not only that, but he was fired the very same day. His wife divorced him, his deadbeat dad disowned him, and yeah, he also was diagnosed with cancer. And I thought Demon had an unfortunate life.
What was that?
Being the religious man he was, Eddie took to the church and begged God to take his life away and end his suffering. But it seemed the big man upstairs had other plans for the poor guy.
At the same time, a creepy alien parasite had a fallout with everyone's favorite friendly neighborhood respecter of hyphens. There's this symbiote bond with Eddie. Their combined hate of Spider-Man formed a symbiosis between the two, and that day a new being was born. And what was this new being?
We are Venom.
Yep.
Own Superman now. He's
I hate when these ads come.
And together, Eddie and the symbiote became an unstoppable, unkillable, and unrestrained psycho of New York City.
Well, not exactly. Most people don't know this, but Venom is actually obsessed with being a hero. Eddie, more so. He has a very strict moral code that he follows so he can be a sort of protector of New York.
Over my head.
I'm so sorry about your friends.
You're saying that this guy is the protector of New York City?
Okay, not a peaceful one, but a protector nonetheless. Venom's the kind of guy who would save a baby, but also kill as many old ladies and nuns to do so. Killing people without mercy isn't really in his nature.
But that one Nico Spider-Man thing is still totally on the table, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yes! What exactly is this goopy sludge monster? Turns out Venom is an alien known as a Klingtar, who are actually a peaceful race of aliens bred to be agents of Cosmos, working together with other beings to help others.
Unfortunately for Venom, he happened to be bonded with a host that was just so messed up. And this is partially the reason why Venom is filled with rage and bloodlust.
What's the other reason?
He merged with Deadpool for a few minutes.
You know what? Understandable. Being merged with Deadpool is as bad as Archie being your co-host for 3 seasons.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, what?
Venom can do anything a Spider-Man can. Wall crawling, web shooting, but he doesn't actually have a spider sense. Instead, he got a Dollar Tree knockoff version that uses ESP, which detects threats around him.
The symbiote can alter his biomass to form shapes out of his own body, such as shields, sharpened tendrils, enlarge parts of his own body, form blades, and even can sprout wings to take flight, and become your brand new sleep paralysis demon.
Venom's got a technique called the Psychic Shriek, where he blasts Gangster Paradise. As such a frequency, it causes increases in depression. This scream has the range to reach another solar system? What?
Well, because comics, obviously.
That's not a good explanation.
And the only one you're getting. Anyways, all these powers take up a lot of energy, so Venom refuels by chowing down on some good brain. Or chocolate, for some reason.
Oh.
What?
Like you literally just said, because comics.
But that... Anyways, Venom can't be the vigilante he wants to be without backing it up with some feats. In every fight he's against some friendly neighborhood man-spider, he managed to ragdoll Peter around like nothing.
Here's one tough son of a bitch. He survived blows that were equal to earthquakes, by his own word. He even survived being the center of this volcano blowing up. Measuring the inner volumes of the volcano and the energy needed to fragment the volcano, it would mean firemen tanked at least 24 kilotons of TNT from the blast.
The pair are as tough as they are strong. For instance, Venom caused this gigantic generator explosion that managed to put Carnage out of commission, but Eddie and Venom got up just fine. And even if the big guy takes a hit a little too out of his league, his regeneration powers can patch him back up lickety-split.
Wait, shut up!
Okay.
Insanely unkillable, obsession with a certain food, an anti-hero version of a red and blue main character has a more chaotic and crazier counterpart. Oh my god, Venom is Wario!
What? No, you're probably just looking too much into things. Again.
I don't know. Venom and Wario both have some bananas, so...
Oh my god.
God damn it. I hate this far more than I hate you. Jesus Christ.
Even though he's pretty K, Venom actually is really fast. He's equal in speed to Ben Reilly, kept up with Daredevil, and even managed to blitz Spider-Man.
Spider-Man can dodge beams of light from Lightmaster and keep up with the mutant Dazzler, who stated that she's never even seen anyone move faster than Spider-Man before, and she moves at the speed of light. That's insane.
You think with all his power he'd be some sort of superior foe of Spider-Man, but usually he gets in way over his head a lot.
Venom tried his hand at protecting the innocent, but his attempts usually result in failure. Mostly because Venom makes things worse or because Eddie and the symbiote don't think things through very much.
You also have a weakness to extreme heat or being blasted by Gangster's Paradise at Mag.
Oh my god, every time.
Seems kind of random for a large
oh no, how many copyrights are we going to go for today? I would question it.
Well, it turns out that's all thanks to the god of the symbiotes. He forged symbiotes in a forge, tempering them with fire and sound.
Did you just say symbiote god?
Yeah, it turns out this Null guy created symbiotes to bring about destruction all across the universe. But then they all kind of rebelled against him and literally trapped him in a prison of his own creation.
Well, I guess that's still not reasonable.
But then Null broke free of his 1,000-year imprisonment, jetted for Earth with some symbiote dragons, destroying many planets along the way, brought down some of Earth's mightiest heroes, and commanded a fleet of symbiote-controlled Celestials.
Archer, can you please stop?
Honestly, I'm just as astounded as you are right now. And I read the whole thing.
1,132 words ago, we were just talking about fun little cape ship adventures. How are we now talking about immortal space deities and universal conquest? How did Eddie get wrapped in all of this?
I don't know.
But because
His
comics? Yeah, I
thought
so.
With no one left to face Null, Eddie and Venom stood together as one against the deity. Fortunately, gods have nothing on New Yorkers, and the duo brought down symbiote Satan once and for all, saving the entire universe as well as being crowned the new god of the symbiotes.
Hell, during all this, Venom and Spider-Man managed to bury the hatchet once and for all. Looks like in the end, Venom became the hero they always wanted to be.
Now we gotta go help people customize and save hundreds.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
Someone once thought, if there were half the number of humans, how many forests would we burn? If there was one human for every 100, then the poison they give off would be much less.
Archie, are you getting deep right now? Cause, that's not what the show is meant for.
Anyways, this story begins with these tennis ball-sized things from space. Small aliens who were almost snake-like landed on Earth.
Sounds cool, right? But you won't think that after realizing they burrow into human heads and take control of your body.
That's when our main of this analysis appears. Shinichi Izumi was your average Japanese student until one night he met with one of these weird snake-like beings. He was about to have a snake-sized hole in his head, but something happened. It entered his arm and matured in it.
Everything seemed like a dream until weird, and I mean weird stuff started to happen. I mean, he could control his arm, he could cast stuff without looking, he took out a gang of delinquents on his own with one hand.
Dang.
That's when he saw it.
I forgot this. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a way to say hello.
Christ.
This here is Miggy, a parasite. A parasite is those snake aliens able to basically burrow into someone's heads and take the identity of another person. Sounds cool, but then you realize they feed on humans.
So you're saying these parasites could be anyone and anywhere?
Well, yes, but I'm sure there isn't one nearby.
Okay then, if you say so, Archer. Well, as a parasite, Migi is able to extend themselves, turn their fingers into sharp blades, and even become a part of Shinichi for a somewhat 2v1 style fighting.
But if Miggy is away from Shinichi for too long, they could die. There's also the part where Miggy can split themselves into multiple versions, but they get smaller and smaller, and a lot more useless later on. Yeah, a lot of these upsides have a downside. Kinda like my time with Demon.
Yeah, hey, wait a minute. And right after Migi inserts himself into Shinichi's heart, it raises his body to be more of a superhuman. Not like flying or anything, makes him more stronger and faster and way more endurance.
Man, this is such a fascinating creature. Imagine all it cost for Shinichi was his right hand, and that he can still use it when Miggy sleeps from too much work.
Man, you seem to really like these parasites, Archer.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine how advanced a parasite is to nearly instantly enhance a body's strength so easily. And to add, Miggy can sense and tell how close another parasite is nearby. And if all else fails, can temporarily detach themselves from Shinichi for a set period of time to do an almost 2v1 pincer attack. And lastly, Miggy for a short time can insert themselves into another's body, or if it's controlled by another parasite, affects them greatly in combat. Almost like a way can be used for Shinichi to have a chance to run or deal a lethal strike on said enemy.
Yeah. With the enhancements Migi can give Shinichi, you'll be somewhat surprised at some of the feats these two have done over the short period they have known each other. Being able to sail to the 5 parasite inhabited being known as Goto.
What the fuck?
This guy can break through walls, take multiple shotgun shells, and send them all back flying at the center with ease, and even took a grenade to the face. I believe.
Aren't you gonna fact check that?
Shut up, you parasite!
What?
Nothing. You must not know that I know its true identity.
Okay then? In outside scaling to Goto, he was able to toss this rock from one building to another and decimate another parasite's body, and the wall was right behind him.
Now, given our estimate, the distance between the two buildings is around 87,500 feet away, and for the rock to get there to there would be at least 4 seconds. Given the stuff we have, the force that would cause this speed would be around 0.7 tons of TNT, enough to destroy a decently sized building, which is impressive for Shinichi.
Now with speed, we have very little to work with, but we most likely can scale to Goto, who can easily stop bullets and run up to speeding cars. Yeah, that's one big issue with Parasite. You see, while yes, they're alien creatures, it's a very down-to-earth series 99% of the time. One good shot to the head, or being torn to shreds, can do Shinichi in.
And outside that, Shinichi, without Miki, is again just a human. No cool blades or anything of the sort, and Miki can get tired, leaving Shinichi to fight on their own.
And that's where it leads to the end of the story. After the adventures Shinichi and Migi had, Migi decided he doesn't need to be around anymore and decided to go to a permanent sleep. But not before leaving everyone with one message. Everyone deserves the right to live. Even a parasitic alien can learn to live with normal humans and doesn't deserve to have their lives taken away like everyone else. Maybe that's a lesson we all need to know in life, and more.
Oh, Arch, I don't care if you're a parasite. You're my pal.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna kill you now, and it's gonna be quick.
Now that these two parasitic pals are analyzed, it's time for them to fight.
Yeah, live
Will this
action.
be
I
a
have
big,
not seen
easy
that
win
one.
for Shinichi, or will Eddie be able to marvel at his victory by the end of this venomous skirmish?
Wrong show, dude.
Wait, what?
It's time for these two fictional characters to collide.
Miggy, you still detecting any signals?
Yes, two of my kind are fighting 100 meters from our current position.
Great. Just what I need.
Shoot. Is that Chrono?
Dry, brittle hair? New
Is that
Pantene
Chrono?
damage repair formulas are infused with provitamins, argan,
Was that Chrono? I think that was Chrono. I'll be wrong though.
Did they go?
Strange. It seems both signals have ceased. Wait. A new
What is it?
signal?
Knew I thought we'd be in for a fight. But instead, who's this guy?
He feels different. Being on your toes.
We found easier prey. Fight! Come here, boy. Don't tell me you're finished already.
Didn't say the same to you. Huh? Ah! Whoa!
Christ.
That was close.
Shinichi, the car.
Car? With pleasure! Ah!
That you, the green brute who doesn't matter.
I'm orthodox. Still, no match for my...
Shoot.
And that's how it's done.
Dang.
Not yet.
What the?
Oh.
Great. First he's some sort of mutant spider, now he's disappeared.
But he's still close. "50 meters, 30 meters, 10, 5.
Got you.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna... Oh, crap.
Where to begin? Should we both of your arms? Perhaps both of your legs? Maybe your face right up your head?
I will not allow that.
That friend of yours can't hurt us anymore.
What?
What are you doing inside us?
Let me guess. Can't take him out from the inside?
Indeed. Let's get the higher ground to rethink our plan.
Agreed. If his physiology isn't the same as a normal parasite, we should start by...
Yeah.
You can't run from us, boy. Why deny us the meal?
Yeah, maybe in the next life, pal. Whoa!
You can't resist us forever.
Unfortunately for you, we can.
You've already tried this before.
Running out of options here, Miggy.
Perhaps a large fall would work.
Not again.
Maybe we should try the hornbill instead.
The window?
The window.
Surely that did it, right?
I don't think it did. Shinichi, brace yourself.
Playtime is officially over.
Oh crap!
Maybe he killed himself by doing that?
Shinichi, look out.
It's about time we ended this little charade of ours.
Ozai!
Now, for what we came for.
Shinichi. Grab a rock and aim at that tanker.
Just like Shimada.
Does Fire really work on him?
You've truly gotten desperate, haven't you?
Trust me, we're just full of surprises!
Come. Let's see what that tiny pebble can
Oh, shit. Did it work?
It's finally over.
Shinichi,
We forgot to mention
there's still a secret.
that we are Venom.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Your host failed as a symbiote, and now,
Oh yeah, he's dead.
we can fight.
I really don't know why they think fire was gonna work against this thing. Christ.
Now, on to the next meal.
Damn. He...
Holy fuck, that's just kind of a badass way to kill him. Poor Shinichi though.
Yeah, besides having a much better team to work with each other, Shinichi and Miggy really didn't have much against Venom. Yeah, Shinichi has that 0.07-ton rock throwing feat. That means nothing to Venom's scaling to Spider-Man's 24-kiloton volcano feat, making the strength and durability difference in almost a couple thousand times.
Speed also isn't a good thing for Shinichi either, especially with Venom's light speed and laser dodging feats, something Shinichi hasn't even gotten close to matching. Lastly, let's talk about the symbiote versus Miggy.
Why yes, Miggy is impressive for their kind, they just had so many disadvantages that Venom can take over. Especially since Miggy limited the time to beat off Shinichi and leaving Shinichi defenseless without him. While they couldn't really take advantage over the sound weakness Venom has unless they learn about it by accident.
Thing they won't get, especially since Venom also has a much more varied transformation and can even fly, giving them the much more mobile advantages in a fight they already have a great advantage over anyway. And one more thing, why yes Miggy could just go inside Venom to hurt them, it has no clear chance that it would actually work on Venom, since with a much weaker being like Govertile, it took days for a slight effect to even happen to them. And again, it would leave Shinichi useless.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers, and we're...
Thank God. Yeah, that would make sense because, because you gotta.
So overall, while Shinichi was impressive in his own right, Eddie had the better strength, speed, and his symbiote partner was more impressive than what Miggy could do, which gave him the victory. And just think, this is all without inducing Donny Cates and the King in Blackfeet.
Yeah, that would just be an insult to injury since it wouldn't change the outcome. Just make it significantly more one-sided. Not that we really care about that anyway, but still, I thought it would be a good idea to point out. But don't worry, Parasite fans, you know what they say. Out of parasite, out of mind.
The winner is Venom.
Next time on Fictional Characters Collide.
Darn it. I think it's Zitz. Right? I gotta say, that was really interesting, actually. And seeing that basic, more or less with the feats itself, I can understand why Venom wins this, because more or less, you would have to have a sound thing to hurt him as a weakness. I could be wrong about that. Now, him hurting on the inside, did he, like, actually attack Eddie? Or just Venom in general? Because that was the one thing I wondered. Maybe he did attack Eddie. When he did that one feat, I almost thought he got him. I ain't gonna lie, he threw that and I was like, oh, well, that was it. No, that man's still alive. You don't kill him with an explosion. See, the only thing I think they couldn't do is get the sound feat. Because, yeah, you gotta hurt Venom with sound. You can't just immediately attack him like that. I don't think exploding him would do anything. It's crazy, because, like, to me, that's how that fight would have ended. Okay, yeah, so it is Zitz. Okay. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed that reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please go subscribe to Demon and Archer. His Season 3 is actually kind of really getting on to me as I actually start to learn more of these characters outside of what I'm used to. And it was a great thing to remind myself of Parasite, as I knew the fact of, I didn't know who Shinichi, I couldn't think of who Shinichi was until they point out that he was the first main character I was mentioning, that he basically trapped his parasite into his hand and anything. God believe I haven't seen that anime in some time. But anyway, I will see y'all in the next one. Later.